This is Liz with Mom's Machines. I just got the new Husqvarna Automower. It's the 430XH, and the reason I got the XH instead of just the regular X, it cuts higher than the regular X. So I'm going to open it up, and we're going to pull out everything that's inside. I just picked it up from North Carolina, a couple hours away. You can order them online from what I see, but I just like to go pick it up. Here's my little piece, and this is the little measuring tool for your distance, where you put the wire down, the perimeter wire. Okay, this is the power supply. Here's the actual Automower. There's two measuring things. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and pull it out here because I'm going to go ahead and put it on charge. There it is. You can see how big it is. Got a little keypad so you can press your password, your code. Okay. Yeah, 430XH, 450XH. A quick guide. And then here is this is for your hookup for your power supply and your labeling system for your different wires. And what's going to be on the bottom will be your base station. Just the Automower. It's not the starter kit, it's just the mower. And the mower will hook up into here. Here is the starter kit. It's the large installation kit. It comes with 400 meters of low voltage wire and 600 of the little pegs to hold the wire in. These are the connectors for the wires. And this is what you use to plug in your wire into the actual base station. Let's just open it up and see what we got in here. Okay, so here's the low voltage wire. Wow, it's black now instead of the green. The old one was green. And here's your connectors in here. And then here's your pegs to keep the wire underground. All right. We're just gonna plug in the Automower so it can start charging. I've almost got the wire in. So if you want to come back here, there we go. Then you plug it in this way into here. It'll only go one way. And these little screws will hold the base plate down, but I'm not going to put the base plate down quite yet. And these are little stickers so you know which line is which when you plug it into the back. And so all we're going to do now is plug this into the wall, put the mower up. So I'm just going to put the mower in and it'll start charging. Okay, so here's my power supply, and it's plugged into the base station. And what I'm doing with it here is I've got a surge protector. The last Automower got hit by a really bad bolt of lightning, so I've got it on that. Plug it in and should start charging. Okay, so before we go out, I just wanted to show you, I drew a little diagram of our house. Here's the house, and this is the driveway, and then this is like a little mulchy area, garden. Over here we had sod installed when we put our house in. In this area, when we had the old 450X that got hit by lightning, we had the base here. So I'm just pretty much leave it where it was, and this wiring is already here. The solid line is the wire that I already put in. So what I'm adding to the green green wire is here, the dash line. That's what we're going to do. This area here, like it's sod inside the solid pink, and out here is the it's not sod, it was just seeded, so it's kind of growing grass.
So I feel like it's enough. I actually eventually want to add all this, but wait till it cools off and I'll be out there doing the wires. But we're going to add this. So this is what I'm going to be doing in this video. And we'll get out and get to work. Okay, so here you go. I mowed the grass. The loop is going around just this area right in here. It was the loop from before. It's mowed yesterday. I just did it. I've got this on charge, the new mower. The wires are set from before, and I'm just having to add to it. I just got to continue it. The loop stops right here. I'm going to go up there. We're going to make it come around. So it's going around the fence, and it's going to come around here. I'll probably add this to it so we don't have to continue to mow it. I think there's enough grass. Okay, so here we're going to connect the perimeter wire we had from before to the added one. So to use the wire stripper, but you can, if you don't have that, you can use a pair of scissors. I've already started going around this one. You just go around and cut just the plastic, and then you just pull it off. There you go. You just want to be able to get it so it can be exposed. So there it goes into this hole. And you want it to get it all the way through so you can see it. And this has like an oil in it, so it keeps it from water from getting in. You're gonna need a pair of pliers and clip it. That's it, easy as that. This new area of mulch, or I'm sorry, sod, and I have it going around here, and eventually, hopefully, the grass will pull it down under as it grows, so you don't necessarily have to dig it under the ground. I actually like doing it where you can see it. That way you can make some adjustments to it as you see the mower working. So I'm going to continue here and connect it with the other spot with the rest of the loop, and I try to keep it as about the same distance from where I want it to go all along. And like I said, if you do it where it's just above the ground, as you see it's not in the ground, you can see that it's above. So if I get the mower going and I want it to go further or back up a little bit, I can adjust it. You just pull it up and move it. And you can adjust the mower to where it goes. So far, see how that one's actually a little wider, but I'll leave it for now. See, it's a little wider here, so I need to go in. So you do have that tool that came in the box in the kit to help you measure it, which is really good. Right now, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. What I can do sometimes, it changes the monotony of it, is do 4 or 5 pegs, and then I am more careful about getting it from the same distance of the edge, and usually they're about 10 inches apart. And if you have it where it goes down the grass, it's good to put it there where it goes down so the line isn't hanging up. So I already have it, the pegs in, and I can just do each one. You put the pegs in, then you do the wire. I don't know if you see the little green wire sticking out of the ground. I'm gonna connect it here just so I can cover this extra little space, and hopefully it's enough grass so the mower doesn't slip. I find that if there's no grass and not enough, it'll slip, but it should be fine. It's gotten pretty thick here in the grass, so I'm gonna connect it to here and let you watch me finish. Now I've got it all the way around to where it reached the other end of the loop. So I'm going to get a connector and put it together and hopefully it'll run. You can see it. I've stripped it. And there, it's a nice end right there. And now I'm going to do the other end. The same thing. It has a little bit already, but I like it clean. And you just go lightly around with the scissors. If you're good with wire strippers, use that. But if not, there's the scissors. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is where you're going to need this. Put it into each one, okay? And you want to make sure it shows up into there. Otherwise, it doesn't make a connection. There's the other one. Just as long as you can get some metal in there. If you can get someone to help you do this, it's much better. I find it hard to hold these in and do the pliers, but I'm going to try it here. There. There. There we go. And I think I can see both of them in there. We'll know when it connects or not. Make sure you get all your stuff picked up. Otherwise the mower will hit it. I'm going to put it in the ground. And what I do is put a hole in the ground to put the connector in. Kind of bury it in there. And it's got grease around it, so it's a little bit weatherproof, or pretty decently weatherproof. And I kind of take it without damaging it, kind of put it in there, kind of gently do it so it's in there, just as long as it doesn't, kind of bury it. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the loop down. It's going to be kind of a funny little area. Okay. Doesn't look very pretty, but I think it does the job. Okay, so now that we've got the wire all put in and connected, we're going to connect one side here. And I've already got these. These are those little clips. They're very easy. You just clip it onto the wire so it makes the contact. So you put one here and the other side of the perimeter wire here. I forgot to put it up through it, but I can do that a little later. Just now I'm going to get it running. You got two perimeter wires and they go around. And these two here I'm not using now. Those are for the guide wire. If you want a guide wire, I would do that. I probably will later on, but for now we're doing fine. So, and remember we already had this power and that's already connected, so the thing's been charged. Okay, let's get it going. Main area, see if it goes. Climbs up that hill with no problem.